All right, so let's just get right into this reading. You have some really, really contrasting energies that are going on here for you. And they're really quite interesting. So, okay, I'm guided to start with the Knight of Swords card here first. You know, I feel like this is interesting because I feel like for the majority of you listening that you guys are on different time frames here. There may be a space where you may be in a certain headspace where you're dealing with certain emotions well now, and maybe going into the month you may kind of lapse a little bit. And then I feel that for other listeners the reverse is true. You're going into the month a little bit hasty and sporadic, but then they balance out better at the end of the month. I'm getting the sense that not all of you are on the same sort of time frame here as far as these energies are concerned. There seems to be a divide, a split. Yeah, I'm sensing that it almost kind of doesn't matter to address a time frame here as far as what's going to be happening at a certain point in the month. This just seems to be more of a general message for you guys, messages to look out for, things to look out for. But the messages are really, really kind of clear cut. So, just pay attention to them and just pay attention to where you feel you're at right now. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. All right, so to get back to the Knight of Swords, for some of you, you are kind of already in this place where you're, you have this angst almost, this burst of energy that you don't know what to really do with it. And I feel like it's something that's, for some of you, it's something that's kind of troubling you. Some issues from the past, I'm getting. This could be surrounding a past relationship, I'm getting, for a lot of you, or really some sort of internal battles. Definitely some internal struggles that did lead perhaps to a separation of a relationship. Some family issues as well. There's definitely something really kind of heavy that you are, you're almost kind of revolting against. Again, whether it be a person, an idea, a concept, a job, a boss, you know. Of course, it's going to be really varied because there's, you know, obviously more than one person listening to this. So just check your emotions this month. See what it is that you're battling. I mean, you already know. If you're not already in this Knight of Swords energy, then look out for that this month coming in, because like I said, I feel like there is like a flip-flop kind of going on here where there's these two strong forces that are kind of opposing each other this month, you know. So you kind of may find yourself at either end of the spectrum. But for those of you that feel that you're kind of in this place right now, this Knight of Swords energy, even though I feel like some of it is kind of out of your control, it is something that was sort of done to you, or something that was said to you, or something out of your control. Like I said, just know that you still have control over the situation. You still have control over your emotions. That's a really important lesson I feel is coming through here in this reading. I know that you're ruled by the intellect, and I really feel like the message here for you this month, Aquarius, is to find more of a balance between not so much being in your mind, being stuck in your mind, and the lies that your mind is telling you, because oftentimes your mind will do that. It sort of takes over. Fear could take over. Subconscious programming could take over. Find that balance between what your mind is saying, whether it be right or wrong, with what your heart is really telling you. It's just interesting the way that the cards came out, because I have 2 cups side by side. I have 2 swords side by side. I mean, these are really sort of opposing energies. One is kind of governed by, a very powerful, forceful type of field. And the other one, the cups, is really ruled so much by your emotions and your heart and your emotional body, your spiritual body. So it seems like at least for this month, for this time being, that is the way to go, is to really just go with what your heart is telling you, what your emotions are telling you. And as I was saying before, to go back to that, how some of this is almost a bit self-inflicted in a way. With the 8 of Swords energy, this is very much a card of really just self-inflicting wounds, not that you brought the entire situation on yourself, but that there's a way out of it. It's just that you're not seeing the situation clearly. Whatever the situation is that's weighing you down, again, it's going to be completely varied amongst you guys. Whatever it is, you're not seeing it with really an open mind, an open heart. You feel like you're definitely trapped by it. You're trapped by this fear, by this unfounded fear. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this heavy. So know that. And I really feel that quite strongly for a lot of you. It's like this, a lot of you have your blinders up. And it's for protection for a lot of you. You want to protect your heart. You want to protect, your investments. You want to protect your family, your soul. There's many different things in your life that you're trying to almost kind of, I want to say almost harbor and hold too closely to yourself, where I feel like the message here is to let it go, to celebrate, to open up, to not feel like you almost have to kind of look behind you, like there's something out to get you, so to speak. There just seems to be a lot of, I really just want to say, it's just a lot of conflict coming through in these 2 cards, and I can really feel that burden for a lot of you listening, that this is what's going on here. And it's again, there is definitely a way out of it. And like I said, it's really a lot of it is about going away from the intellect, going away from what seems logical to what is actually really possible, and what is possible is really boundless. Look at the world around you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible at any given moment. You just have to really just kind of change your perception of things, and just know that you really have the power and the skills to really just manifest your universe, and that possibility is 100% there for you this month. 100% there for you. If you pay attention to the signs, if you become a really active participant in your life, in your awakening. And what's here for you is the Two of Cups energy. So this is a really, like I said, a really contrasting energy and idea from where you're at currently for some of you, or some of you, you may already be in this Two of Cups love energy and kind of revert back to a Knight of Swords energy. There's a flip-flop, like I said, but for those that feel like they are in this Knight of Swords kind of energy here, this is what could potentially be there for you on the other side if you just kind of let your guard down. Is the Two of Cups, and this is a really powerful love energy card. What I'm feeling in this card, what I'm sensing is a balance. There seems to be a really wonderful, strong balance of emotion in this card. A balance of yin and yang, masculine, feminine, light and dark, you know, the duality that's in all of us. It's really wonderful. This is the strongest energy that's coming through in this card, more than anything else, more than, you know, a romantic partnership, or, you know, I mean, really, isn't that what it's all about anyway? You know, is seeking this love, seeking these partnerships. We long for that. We long for balancing out our yin and yang. That's really what that desire is really there for. It's an innate desire, because we feel so sort of out of balance, you know, just kind of being alone, so to speak, but you're not. And I feel like that is the message here for you this month, is that this balance is possible without this other person, without this external thing that we're sort of seeking. The love is there. The love is there right now. It's there inside of you. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're gonna come to know that this month. It seems to be a really powerful month for you, Aquarius, where there's going to be a lot of transformation. I really feel that. Again, if you take part in it, you have to take part in it and do the work that's required of you. But this is what is there for you. It's this harmony. That's really what this feels like. I mean, it feels so much. This card is so much about partnership and divine love and union, but it just what's coming through so strongly in this card, guys, is this union with oneself, this balance, because it's like with these Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords, like this internal, it is external conflict stuff going on around you, but there's such this internal conflict going on inside of you, and what needs to happen before you find that ultimate partner and you know, find true love and all this stuff, is you have to really just restore the balance inside of you first. That's first and foremost. And that, I feel like, is what is coming through in this card, is that message, is that's coming for you really strong, really powerfully. It's really wonderful. So it's not to say that, you know, a romantic partnership is not possible, at this time. I mean, this is a very strong message that's coming through there as well. It's just that what I really feel like first and foremost, what my guides are trying to get through, is that this is about a connection and restoring harmony within your soul first, within your very core being first and foremost, and then all that other stuff could come in. So if you are, you know, a twin flame and you're listening to this and you're looking for, you know, for answers, and you're hoping that this might be the month you may have contact again, this is a really strong indication of that. Absolutely. If you let that guard down, if you have to allow that love in. If you're not on the twin flame path and you're looking for new love, and you're hoping for that at this time, this is a good indication of that as well. And what I feel the message here is for a lot of you as well is to get out and circulate and really just have fun, you know, and remember, well, I want to say almost like remember yourself as a child, or even like a teenager, you know. those silly things that we used to do that used to, you know, entertain us for hours on end. Oh, here come the ducks. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, you know, what used to make you happy, you know, back when you were a kid or a teenager, go back to that, try and find that person again, and that's going to really bring you back to your center, bring you to this Two of Cups energy, which is, I feel like in this reading so much is about coming back to you. But you're going to come back to yourself. I really feel like through the help of others this month. I feel like that's the message. It's remembering your loved ones, remembering, you know, your family, your friends, your community, things that make you happy. You know, like I said, what did you do when you were young that made you happy? You know, just reach for that again this month. The Three of Cups energy, as well as one of your oracle card energies, really speaks to that. It's just I really just feel like getting out and circulating is really the message that's coming in. And also, especially if, you know, you are looking for new love, I feel like that's how it's going to come this month, you know. I mean, even I'm getting the message here from my guides, even though it's kind of cliche, but you could even meet someone in a bar, I'm getting, you know, or out at a concert, or I'm getting a lot of festivities, music, dancing, you know. You can meet a new partner, you can meet new friends. There's a lot of celebration. I know that the holidays are coming up, of course. So again, these energies, you know, these bits of advice, this is what's going to help you come back to you. And I have the friendship card as well for you this month as one of your oracle cards. And this really is very congruent with the Three of Cups energy. It says on the back, special friends are there to help me and bring me strength during difficult times. So again, I mean, the message is clear. It's utilize that outlet, that wonderful outlet. That's what friends are for. They're there to guide you through good times and bad. And because a lot of you seem to be going through this this really kind of, you know, tumultuous energies in these Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords, you know, remember that. I mean, remember your friends. That's what they're there for. They're going to help you kind of bring you out of this difficult time that I feel that some of you are in. And another wonderful way to get out of that kind of funk, so to speak, and really change the course of your month. You have a really powerful month, is the Hermit energy. This is your crowning energy for the month. So it's interesting because you have a lot of really contrasting energies and contrasting bits of advice, just as much as the advice that's coming in to get out, circulate, have fun, you know, party, even, if you will, responsibly. The message just as strongly that's coming in is to also retreat and hibernate, you know, but not in a bad way, not in a closed off way, in a reclusive sort of way. It's more about, the message is about being very introspective this month.